Hi, I'm Dana Sardano with FindUniquelyYou.com, and I am sitting here with Miss Melisa Caprio. Melissa and I have so much in common. I fell in love with her the moment I met her. But we're Jersey girls, we're Italians, we're, South Florida residents. So,
Right.
we go way back to a couple months ago. So I'm excited to speak with her today. Melissa, I've got to tell you, and you know this, but I'm going to say it publicly now. I was enamored with you the moment I met you. You have
Aw.
so much to offer the world around you. For those of you who don't know, Melissa has her own podcast, Postcards to the Universe. She's an author of the book, Postcards to the Universe, and she's really, among many other things, but she's really made it her mission to assist others through to manifest the lives that they desire, and she does it through gratitude. And I just want to open, Melissa, with tell me what gratitude means to you.
Well, first of all, Dana, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really excited to work with you some more. Yeah, Dana and I just clicked right away. So gratitude. I talk a lot about manifesting. Like manifesting is kind of like my thing. And, I love the word magic and I love spells and all that fun stuff, to bring in those things that we want in our lives. And I realized the fastest way to manifesting what it is we want is gratitude. And I noticed in my own experience and in my own life, when I became grateful for the things that were already in my environment, the people, places, things, situations, what I already have, it shifted my energy so much. The way, feeling, you can't fake gratitude. I just want to put that out there. You can't pretend that you're feeling grateful for something. You have to really, really feel it. And it's practice like anything else. So the more we notice the things we already have to be grateful for, the more I felt my energy shift. And those things that I wanted came in so much faster. And I received so much more, even more than I could even imagine. So gratitude for me is taking a good look, what is around you? Who are the people in your life? What are some of the things that you have? What about your own body? How much do we take for granted what our body does for us every day? Some people can't walk to take a shower, and just that alone and how our body functions every day, right? We only notice it when something's not right, but we don't give it love and appreciate it when everything is going the way it was supposed to go. So by practicing more of appreciating that and really feeling it, that's what gratitude is to me. And it changes everything. It really does. People who have said, oh, do gratitude lists and do them. But while you're doing them, really feel it. Learn to teach yourself how to feel it. Just take a minute and sit with yourself and look around your environment. Is your refrigerator full of food? I mean, right? Alone, do you have people that you can cook for if you love to cook? Those are the things that we need to be grateful for and appreciate more, because we do have so much and we take it for granted. We're either living in the future of I want this, this, and this, and when is this going to happen? Or we're thinking about the past and going over all the mistakes that either we've made or people have made, toward us, or who have hurt us. We're never present. We need to be present. And that's how you really work with gratitude, by being present.
I tell you, you just said so many cool things. Firstly, I love you're passionate about it. I love it. I'm like, yeah. But a couple of things that I just want to touch on. The first thing is, one of the first things you said was, can't fake gratitude.
Mm-mm.
And it's so funny because one of the things that I say all the time is the energy doesn't lie.
Right.
The energy doesn't lie. I can smile looking in the face and be like, I'm fine, but I'm not, right?
Right.
So I think one of the pitfalls that people always run into, they hear about The Secret and the law of attraction and all of these things. And, they make their lists and they go through the motions and they do their things and they're like, where's my stuff? But what you just said is you boiled it down to the simplest of terms of just being present and acknowledging what's here. I am the biggest offender of, I don't really have regrets. I'm all about, I hear My Way by Frank Sinatra, and I'm like, yeah, that's my song. Like regrets, I have a few, right? But I'm always looking at what's next. And I have to really stop myself on the regular, like on the daily, like moment to moment. Like
I feel you. I feel you. I have that too. Many times I'm not present in my body. I'm in the future, imagining where else I want to be, which is great. We need to do that, but you got to come back to the present.
Yes. Yeah. And I have to stop myself. And this is a good practice for people. And it's probably in your workshop, which we'll talk about in a second. But I have to remind myself, I'm just coming up on 52. When I was about 35, 36, 37, all I wanted was to have a home with beautiful children and a man who loved me and who I cared about, and just to do what I love. And so it's all I wanted. And now I sit here for quite a bit of time. I've been here for a while, having all of that. And when every once in a while I forget how special that is to me, because I'm always looking at what's next. And I have to pull myself back in and be like, are you kidding me? This is all you ever wanted.
Right. And you have it. And are you enjoying it? You have to, sometimes we have to remind ourselves to be present and enjoy what is right there in front of us.
Exactly. And that's
joy is not in the future or certainly in the past. It's in the present moment. You can't feel joy about something that hasn't come yet in your future. You can imagine it, you can visualize it, but you're not really feeling into it until it's right there. So whatever it is in your environment that you're grateful for, put your energy there. You don't have to worry about all that manifesting stuff you want, because it's going to come naturally by you doing that.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. I'm curious. I think I already know the answer to this, but I'd like your take on this. One of the things that whoever they are, that they say about like the law of attraction and like attracts like and all that stuff, they say, believe it. Like if you want something, act as if you have it and believe it and feel it. But people can't do that because, like you said, you can't fake gratitude. But and this is the missing piece. When you have gratitude for what you have, like I have a bottle of water right here.
Right.
And when I'm thirsty, if I take a moment and go, oh my God,
right.
If I take a moment and really appreciate this, clearly that sense of appreciation is not going to carry over necessarily to more water, but is going to carry over to more things that I appreciate.
Exactly.
That's a missing link for people often, correct?
I think that is a big missing link. And I also think it's very hard to go from 0 to 100, right? You just can't go from 0 to 100. So if you're visualizing, let's say, $10 million in your bank account, let's just put that out there. Okay, you want $10 million, but your bank account is like below zero. It's a negative. You can't visualize and feel what having $10 million is, because that's such a huge jump in your life, right? From 0 to that kind of abundance. But you might be able to imagine $100, and then you go to $500, and you keep going up until you start to feel more and more comfortable. So the way that you would use gratitude in an example of money, let's just say, since we're going to be talking about the workshop a little bit, and that one of the things that is covered is money, because I haven't met anybody who wouldn't like more financial abundance in their life. So you would be grateful, and this throws people off all the time. Be grateful for the bills that you can pay.
Yep.
Every time you have to pay we're in Florida, high electric bills, especially in the summer, right? Goes up because of the air condition. It's super hot here, so we're always running our AC. If you can pay that bill every month, no problem, you should see thank you when you send it off. If you still write checks, a lot of people still do, put a little thank you in on the check. Or if you click on bill pay, thank you, because you have the money to pay that. And people forget that, because usually what we do is we're like, oh God, here I go. I got to pay my bills. And, every time you can purchase food, that's a way to say it. And you can start also doing little things for yourself, like pay it forward. You could put like I like to do. I'm a big reader. I'm a book person, and I love bookstores. So sometimes when I'll have some like bills on me, like ones or fives, I'll slip it in a book with a
That's cool.
little note that says "enjoy a coffee" or something. Because whoever gets it is going to be like, oh my God, this is so cool. Maybe it's an employee who works at the bookstore. It doesn't matter. But I paid it forward. So I'm showing the universe that I am free and open with the exchange of money, because money is just energy. It's just another way of exchange of energy. And we have heavy money stories, which I'll talk about more in the workshops about what we download from our parents. Usually we carry what our parents' money story is. And a lot of it, unfortunately, is around lack. And we want to shift that. We want to change that to abundance. I hope that answered the question in the long run.
Everything you said was great. So yes. But we keep referring to your workshop and referring to your workshop. So you wrote a book called Postcards to the Universe, All Stories of Manifestation.
Yes.
But the workshop is based on manifesting through gratitude.
Yes.
And you talked a little bit about the workshop already, but is there anything else that you want to share about the importance of this workshop or what you're looking for people to gain from it?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's called Manifesting Through Gratitude, a visual journey. So we're going to, in the workshop, I'm going to break it down into the core groups of the things that we want more abundance. Relationships, could be romantic, could just be friends, coworkers, family, doesn't matter. Relationships, money, like we discussed, our health, which is very important, because if we're not feeling well, it's very hard to be grateful when you're in pain or you're not feeling well.
Yep.
And our careers, and where do we want to advance our careers or our passions? It doesn't necessarily have to be a career in the sense that you're making money from it, but it's just going to fall under that venue, because it could be something that you love to do because it brings you joy. And when you're more joyful, you're manifesting and you're feeling more grateful. So those are going to be the 4 areas. And what's really cool about the workshop is I have people using their phones, their cameras in their phone as part of the workshop. So we're going to get very, very conscious of the thoughts that are going through our head every day, and looking while we're going about our day. It could be in our environment, wherever we are, whatever we're working on the week. If we're working on money, right? And you're going to start photographing those things that represent that energy of money, so that you become aware of what you have already. And by the end of the third, it's gonna be, I think, 5 weeks, but by the end of the workshop, you're gonna have a whole visual journal of things in your existence or you come across in a day that you're grateful for. I mean, and you can always go back and look to that when you're feeling off. And that's why I like it. And for me, that's so up my alley, because my background is fine art photography. I'm a photographer. That's like where I love and get all my creative juices. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. I love that you're utilizing technology that people often focus on, that it's like our pitfall, but you're utilizing that technology to sort of, I'm joking when I say this, but strong arm people into being present, into being mindful, into being great. I'll show you.
Right. I mean, I think about, like, what if you're wanting a romantic relationship and you're going about your day and you're running your errands and you see like a cute couple holding hands, snap a picture, You don't have to get right up in their face. It could be from behind of them just holding hands, or you could ask them if you want. But that just reminds you that they have it, so of course you can have it too. We should.
Exactly.
The universe wants us to have all that we desire. The problem with us humans is we get in our own way. Right? We get in our own way. Yeah.
I got you. Like, yep, we do that.
Yeah.
So anybody who is watching this video, if you want to get to know Melisa a little bit better, she's got a radio show called Postcards to the Universe. Is there a better way to find it?
The easiest way to find it and find out anything about me is going to my website, postcardstotheuniverse.com.
Beautiful.
Because the show records live Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern time on Om Times Radio, but the show is always uploaded onto my personal website as a podcast the day after the show. And there's a whole list of podcasts, and I interview lots of people. Like I interviewed Dana before, and that's how we connected, and just loved her right away. So you can listen to those shows anytime you want, or if you happen to be around at 4 p.m. on Wednesdays, you can click on the link and it'll take you over to Om Times Radio, where you can listen to the show live. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, great. Well, thank you. Thank you for talking to me today. And everybody, please check her out and check out this workshop. She is doing what everybody wants to do, and she's showing you how. So please come check it out on Find
Yeah, please. And if you have any questions, I am such an open book. You can email me. You just click on, how to contact me from the website, and I will explain it all to you. If you're like on the fence about it and you're like, well, maybe, yes, you should. But if you need questions answered, just reach out to me and I'll answer any questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Melisa. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Take care.
Thanks, guys.